Chris, I understand like every marriage is different and husband-wife aspect. You seem very protective of Katie and her having conversations with or without you. But like I said before you came on, I do believe that Katie is the one who, and I'm not saying it's because she knows what happened to Sebastian, but she was the last person that was with him. And so she does hold the most information, at least up until the point that he went missing.
What information do you think she holds?
Well, I'm going to get to that.
Well, then do me a favor. Let's just get to it.
Okay.
Don't pour gravy on the mashed potatoes. Just serve the stuff up.
Chris, I'm really trying to be respectful, and this is a very
I am too. So please just get to it.
Okay. No, so we would really love to hear from Katie about his body language that day. We've heard from others who are not necessarily good sources about his body language at the bowling alley and his body language here and there. And so we're just really trying to pick up on Sebastian's mood because it could help us understand what led to him walking away off the front porch out the front door.
Well, that is something that if she decides to answer, that's on her. But what I know is even on video, Sebastian was having a great day. He was in a great mood. He got to go to BJ's. He had a colossal popcorn. He hung out with family. He went and played video games at Strike and Spare. After that, he went and had dinner at Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. He ate his whole meal. I mean, everything in the video, even the videos that Seth has seen, he doesn't show any negative signs of he's upset or anything like that. As far as we all know, Sebastian had a great day.
No, I mean, it sounds like a really great day. I mean, they did a lot. I was just curious. And like I said, I mean, every relationship is different and you're protective of Katie and who she communicates without you.
And I think that has been a little bit difficult. But right, hold on a second. But for the record, Katie can speak when she so chooses, and she's done interviews without me.
No, I'm not talking about interviews.
But she spoke without me. Well, they're just trying to go after Katie. And I got news for you motherfuckers out there. Every fucking one of you. You're not getting to her. So get the fuck over it. As a husband, my job is to protect my family. If you don't like it, you're not. Go fucking start a shotgun, okay? Enough is enough with you motherfuckers.
To you or Katie yet?
Well, here's the thing. You're not talking to her by herself.
Boom! Why? Do you see how angry he is with that? He is very scared of Katie speaking by herself. Very, very scared.
Yeah. You're on my property.
But I really wish that you would lighten up a little bit because we are focusing on the wrong thing when we should be focusing on finding Sebastian.
If you want me to lighten up?
I do.
You want me to lighten up?
Yes, sir.
It's real simple.
I will not walk on your property again. I apologize for walking down the easement, what looked like an easement.
You told my neighbor you were hired by the family, and I am the family. So
exactly.
If I didn't hire
you... So that tells me right there that you're hired by the Rogers family.
But I am not hired to implicate or accuse you. And
I'm not asking you to implicate.
I am trying to find him, so I want to talk to you too.
You'll come find me.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm here trying to find you.
I'm not hard to find.
Okay, when do you want it? Let's set this up. When do you want to meet? Whenever. We're at Memphis. I'll be in Jackson tomorrow, so I can meet you. I can come all the way to Memphis if that's what you require, or you can meet me somewhere in between.
Well, I would prefer you come see me because I work nights. So 9 to 1 when you guys are up, I'm actually sleeping.
But my problem with the PI going to see him was he wasn't there, allegedly, supposedly. He wasn't there.
No, but he's projecting that he's there now.
He's there. He's there now. But what good is he going to do meeting with her? Katie was the one that was in custody Sebastian. So I don't understand why she needs to see him other than him just controlling the situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right? Heather would be able to answer that. But here's the situation with him. And maybe she's going to do it, but in a situation like that, you say, no problem. What's a good day that works for you? And then, lock that in. And then you turn to Katie and say, well, I'm here now. How about you and I sit down? And then watch for or listen for his reaction. Because he said a little bit ago, there's no way you're going to talk to her without me going through me, something to that effect, right?
Yes. So, and I think he expanded on that too.
No, you want to pull that control mechanism even further out of him. Okay. You want to see that behavior, see how long it takes for that behavior to manifest itself.
If you got a hold of this audio, obviously none of this is implicating them in the crime. It's about, there's no proof of anything, but I mean, look, you look at behaviors, you look at patterns, you look at, as an investigator, I mean, sometimes even if you can't prove something, do you ever look at, a partner that's investigating with you and you just go, it just doesn't feel right. I mean, I don't have what I need, but this is odd behavior.
Well, I mean, anybody can listen to this and go, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
If he's like this with Sebastian missing, can you imagine how he is with Sebastian there?
So she's full of shit. But again, she has spent like literally 4 minutes arguing about this easement instead of talking about her son. It seems like she's more concerned. She's not concerned about finding her son. That's the problem I have. Why anybody that wants help would be taking help without having any problems whatsoever.
Property lines. There's no way to tell what
it's marked. I have stakes.
I mean, can you show me? Because I didn't
show you all 4 no trespassing signs.
They're on the fence.
You can go on the city and you can look at the property line and you can.
I mean, they're on the fence. I wouldn't jump your fence.
I own it. Half of that is mine, half of that is theirs. That's why they turned it in and they turned it into the police.
I'm sorry, what? I think that when there's a no trespassing sign on the fence, that means you don't go into the fence. I'm not going to go into the fence.
Negative. Actually, that's wrong.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how I would know that. All right, well, I'm not really... Yeah, I'm just not really sure how anybody would know that easement is yours.
I can't deal with it.
Out of your car the other day, and you walked...
...to stay on the outside of...
Okay, I can't do it.
Do.
You're shit at your job.
5 minutes.
No, that's not shit at your job. PIs don't...
5 minutes. 5 minutes of them bitching about... out of a 20-minute conversation, over 5 minutes bitching about an easement.
The time right now. We're arguing over a property line. Yes. Like when there is a missing child.
Bingo.
We're arguing over a fucking safe.
I'm not showing up.
Listen to how Chris is acting. Do you guys hear how he's losing his shit? You cannot tell me he does not act like this at his home. You cannot tell him. You guys hear how I speak on here. Sometimes I get frustrated and I start screaming in my microphone. Do you not think that doesn't happen at my house when this camera's off? Of course it does. Do you think I don't talk like this, like I'm talking now when the camera's turned off? Of course I do. This is not, I don't come out here and put on a show for you guys, okay? What you see is kind of what you get. You know, I want 0 to 60. 0 to 60. Just like that. 0 to 60. Yep. Mm-hmm. So, but he's a violent person. And the point I'm trying to make here is the receipts of what is going on behind the closed doors when Sebastian was living at that home. And you guys have to understand that. This is the kind of Chris he was dealing with. An autistic child. An autistic child that needs calm, right, in their life.
This isn't temper. This is lost emotional rage. He has no impulse control. And so
it's not going to be...
You want to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You and Katie, it's just going to be you.
He'll watch this tonight at some point and go nuts. He'll be sitting at home yelling at us at the screen, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless Katie's coming down to see me when she can't, we have other things that have to happen at the house. It wouldn't be together. The only time we're going to be together might be Sunday, Monday. That's when we might actually be back together again.
Okay, well,
I'm working.
I mean, I'd rather do it both at the same time. You already said you don't want me talking to your wife without you present. So
Right.
that would mean,
And you can ask the cops that. They don't show up and talk to her without somebody telling us both. That's
Okay.
just the way this works. That's safety in numbers. I don't trust. Don't take it the wrong way. I don't know.
well, and I mean, we wouldn't know each other. I mean, we have no reason to know each other prior to this. But
But it's not hard to make a phone call and talk to somebody first. Blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
That's fine.
However, my history with cases like this is that, you know, especially with you guys are already defensive.
Right, I understand that. Not everybody in this world is like that. Not everybody is like that. I'm not. I'll be honest, I'm level-headed, I'm very brash, I'm blunt to the point. Well, I've already told the cops this. I don't give a flying fuck what happens to him or what happens to that fucking family.
Yeah.
They did what they did.
Yeah. What would be really great in a perfect world would be if I could calm that down a little bit, because right now, but it's not this isn't helping Sebastian.
So this is sort of the cooling off, you know, now that he feels like he has wrangled this situation, he's got an apology from her, you know, and now he's like, look, you can meet with me. Will Katie be there? Well, she might be, but you know, there's other stuff that has to happen. Like he's trying to dominate everything that's going on here, in a situation that he wasn't even involved in, allegedly.
So she's obviously got money on her mind. She's obviously got, you know, this idea that his mother was accused of murder. Well, how would Sebastian know all this? How would Sebastian know? I mean, she's using Sebastian as a pawn in the conversation, where in reality, what she's really saying is, I hate him because he's made money and he's accused me of hurting my son. That's what she should be saying. But what she did, though, is she inserted Sebastian in that role of how was he helping Sebastian by accusing and then making money and just going down a list.
Yeah.
Okay, what does that have to do with Sebastian?
Well, nothing. I mean, it seems like they're airing grievances is what they're doing instead of.
Her attention is focused on Seth because the PI that he's allegedly hired is at her door. And so Heather's taken it for the team. But again, what does that have to do with how is that hurting Sebastian?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's listen to that part again.
I'm going missing. It didn't help Sebastian.
Yeah. What would be really great in a perfect world would be if I could calm that down a little bit, because right now, but it's not this isn't helping Sebastian. You know,
she's right. So whatever they're doing right now, right at this very moment, this discussion that they're having about property lines and stuff, it's not helping Sebastian. Okay. So we've got that out of the way. They didn't want her walking on the easement, and that it was their property line, blah, blah, blah. Fine. I mean, okay, they have every right to do that. And personally, you know, I mean, I'm sure it could have been handled with hey, can you please stay off our property like that unless we're home and you're an invited guest or whatever, you know, not.
Or here's one. You're here to help find Sebastian? Yes. Okay. Come on in.
Right. Of course.
Can we talk? Hey, Chris, do you have some time that we can talk? Oh, absolutely. Okay. You see the difference? I mean, that's not even irrational. This is irrational, it sounds like. I mean, there's a fight over, trespassing signs. There's a fight over I'm not there, my wife is, and you're not talking to her until I am there. there's a fight over, well, I work, 9 to 1. That's there's a fight over the scheduling. There's a fight over everything here. It's a big fight.
Big fight.
So how do you solve the problem and find Sebastian?
To you or Katie yet?
Well, here's the thing. You're not talking to her by herself.
Boom. Why? Do you see how angry he is with that? He is very scared of Katie speaking by herself. Very, very scared. I want to know, did she invoke her right to remain silent? And I believe she did. And I believe she lawyered up as well. This is a mother of a missing child that has been acting this way for almost 2 years. This is, again, going back to this whole thing with Melody Buzzard, right? We know when things aren't jiving, putting in boxes. If this mother was really missing her kid, she would act a specific way. Now, even if we agree that people grieve differently, and I think and this is a misconception, because defense attorneys want you to believe that because people grieve differently, people don't grieve at all or display emotions differently. That's not true. In select situations, a person has a medical, whether it's a mental medical issue or some other type of medical issue that prevent them from doing that. And therefore, they do grieve differently. However, that's this is what they don't tell you. It's a very, very small section of our population that grieves differently than the rest of the population. Okay? Therefore, if they're not grieving, they're not grieving. Okay? So grieving parents, even though they grieve differently, all have one thing in common from parent to parent, no matter how they grieve, that they're grieving. You've never seen Chris grieve. You've never seen Katie grieve. You've watched Seth grieve. You've watched that man grieve all over these platforms. All he has ever wanted was to know where his son is. And instead of giving a direct answer from Katie or Chris, he is mocked by them. He is treated like shit by them. And then they hire the worst, vile people to just completely obliterate a man that just wants one answer. Where in the world is his son? And for them to do this to this man when that child disappeared under their frickin' watch, it's disgusting. Chris Proudfoot is a monster. Katie Proudfoot is a monster. Don't ever think that he just saves all of this for online. If he's doing this out in the public eye, you have to think it's 100 times worse behind those doors.